First up, when Mike Baird banned greyhounds in New South Wales in 2017, the reaction was swift and strong. Now, with the National Party jumping into bed with the Liberals and Greens to ban a 100-year-old industry, people in the bush were quite justifiably horrified. Many country greyhound tracks are the lifeblood of the local community. They couldn't believe that the Nats, of all people, would jump into bed with the Greens. Take a place like Coonamble, which has its 4-day carnival every October. It's said that with the influx of people into Coonamble for that carnival, they do 3 months' trade in 4 days at most of the businesses. Baird folded to the Wowsers, the PC brigade, who reacted to reports of live baiting and welfare issues. Now, the industry quickly pledged that it would adopt a zero-tolerance approach to the controversy. But the dice had been cast. When the Shooters and Fishers Party won the by-election in Orange a few months later, campaigning to overturn the decision, it was clear that the Baird government had overreached. Now, the singular focus for the greyhound industry in this country, not just in New South Wales, but everywhere, is to reform, to rehome greyhounds, cut so-called wastage, and ensure that injuries are reduced. But the problem now is that the regulatory system established as a result of the McHugh report is overly protective. Now, they've gone too far. They've gone from the sublime to the ridiculous. They've become so stringent that they're forcing people out of the industry. The Greyhound Welfare Integrity Commission in New South Wales is responsible for educating industry participants, welfare groups and other stakeholders on industry reforms. This includes raising awareness of their new code of practice for the welfare of greyhounds. The Commission is implementing the Greyhound Industry Reform Panel's recommendations. It says it will set very clear standards and expectations for the greyhound industry through regulation, policy and registrations. That's what it says on its website. It says it will also consult, I'll repeat that, consult with industry participants, animal welfare groups and other stakeholders on all major reforms. This is admirable. It's admirable stuff. The problem is that consultation is a sham. It's their way or the highway. The stewards are running the show and the industry participants are having no say. The industry is being hounded and terrorised with reforms that are way over the top. Last night at the Grafton meeting, it was abandoned because they had some rain. Stewards deemed it unsafe. For goodness sake, track surfaces are more safe in greyhound racing with a bit of moisture. Participants had travelled many hundreds of kilometres to take part in the Northern Rivers region, only to be told at Kennelling to go home. Now, Greyhound Racing New South Wales CEO Tony Mestrov is a good man and he's done a tremendous job since taking over. But even he has doubts about the effectiveness of the welfare body. So too, Shooters and Fishers MP Phil Donato, who told us last night that the industry has had enough. It's time for GWIC to be dismantled and a proper regulatory process put in place. Those are Phil Donato's words. He's saying they're just not on the industry's side anymore. Welfare reform is necessary and important, but not at the expense of driving people out of the industry because of the overzealous nature of the process. Things have to change in the greyhound industry.